What's going on, everyone? Welcome back. I hope everybody's having a great day or had a great day. Guys, I know you've been waiting for a moon video. Here it is. We're going to go back to Apollo 12, and this photo's really been picked apart quite a bit, but not quite enough, and you guys will see what I'm talking about. Guys, I got a double treat for you because I have a Apollo 12 photo as well as a pan. Now, I'm using the pan as a reference, but there's also something else in the pan. Let's get into this. Okay. Here's the photo right here, and you can see that in the description. On April 17th, 1967, NASA's Surveyor 3 spacecraft launched from Cape Canaveral Air Force Station, Florida, on a mission to the lunar surface. A little more than 2 years after it landed on the moon, with the goal of paving the way for the future human mission, the Surveyor 3 spacecraft got a visit from Apollo 12 Commander Charles Conrad Jr. and astronaut Alan L. Bean, who snapped this photo on November 20th, 1969. And of course, you can read the rest of the description. Now, this has always had controversy around it because they weren't sure of the validity of this, and I gotta agree. But what else is in this photo? Are we looking at a hill here? In my opinion, no. And when you see what I got to show you, I think you'll agree. We're also going to look at this photo here. You can see it right here. You can just right-click on it and grab the photo, or this is what will happen. Now, this will turn into a slideshow. So what I do is I just grab the photo over there, or you can just get it right here. I just right-clicked on it and just grabbed it, right? But this here will actually change on you, as you can see. So we got the photo, and you can see it right here. And what we're going to do is, like I said, I'm using this for reference, but there's something more in here, and I think you guys are going to like it. Again, this photo's been analyzed many times. Let's jump into Photoshop and really analyze this photo, shall we? One, we have some kind of venturing going on here. What's up with this? You can see it cuts right into this instrument on the lander, or the surveyor, okay? We have the edge of this panel. Somehow it blends into the background. How does this work, okay? Now, the things I'm going to show you, and there's a few things, and this is pretty interesting. There's something right here, and you can see it's like a disrupted area, right? Something right here that looks like a pipe. You may not see that now, but you will. Something here, just behind the surveyor, and much more, because I don't believe that this lander and everything up here is actually legit. I think it's either superimposed, but they definitely messed with this. Here's my problem with this. Why are the legs on here so darn large? Okay, you can just see the background right there. In reference to the lander leg, why is that so thick? See that? And the reason why I got this photo is to show you, look at the difference in these legs compared to the lander's legs right here. Okay? Much more smaller. And you're seeing this from a distance. So when you see this, you should not see legs that darn big on that satellite dish. So, to me, that indicates that they manipulated this, censored this, added it. I don't care what you call it. They've done something to it. Now, what I did, and I showed you guys before what I do on here, I'll use the burn tool, but I'll use the mid-tones first because this is so bright in a lot of areas that you want to bring it down. You want to start to pop the lines. Once you pop the lines, then you use your burn tool to emphasize the lines. Let's not waste any more time. Let's jump right into this. Okay. So again, here it is. Now we're going to start to darken this. See if we can find anything in here. Okay. Doesn't look like a whole lot yet, but you can start to see an outline of something in here. See this right here? You can see something doing this. Something in the middle, but you have an outline, something going like this, something's doing this, you have an outline going like that, something weird doing this, with a pointed piece sticking out of it. Yeah, wait until you see that. That's pretty cool. It's just weird. It looks like some kind of Klingon vessel when you see it. A pipe. You can just see the sliver of white right there, and you can see the very end of it right here, right? And we're going to bring that out a whole lot better in a moment. Here. Okay. All right. Let's keep going. See what we can find here. All right. Notice now this stuff is starting to pop out. Okay. Here. And what you can see is they really try to take this out. You can see the blur right here, the very edge of it, doing this. Coming down. So what they did was they tried to hide the rest of whatever this is, and clearly it looks like some kind of piece or appendage of something sticking out, right? Here's this other piece I was just telling you about. Really kind of weird stuff. And something down here. Let's bring this out better. Okay. Use the white. If there's any white in there, we're going to try to pop it out. And that's pretty much on that area there, right? Now, go over to here. Look at this object or objects laying on the ground here. Okay? And again, look at how they did this. It's so sad how they literally chopped into this because of the manipulation that they've done here. Look at it. It goes right into the spacesuit. It goes right over the actual lander and takes out most of it. It's crazy how they do that. And again, look how this blends in right here. Practically, you can almost not see the edge right here. Come on. All right. Back it up a little bit. And now, as I was bringing this out, I started noticing something much more over here. There's other pieces laying here. This is what makes me believe that this is BS, not real. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Wait a minute. Something's starting to pop here. What's going on here? Okay. Doing this. It's kind of vague right there, but it looks like it's doing this, right? It gets better. Something else. It's right here. It's like this number one shape, if you will, but there's other things here. Almost looks like another pipe end right there. Let's do the full enhancement, shall we? Okay. Again, what are we seeing here? Because what I'm seeing looks like something structural or at least intelligently made. We've got these other pieces next to this crosshair. I sometimes think that these crosshairs are added to kind of distract you and just say, oh, it's just a crosshair, nothing more. But notice how you see on the edge of this crosshair how close they came in with this manipulation. See how it's not too bad on the top of this one? But yet you can see light just at the edge of this one and at here and over here. See that? Yeah, they literally are artists when it comes to this stuff, guys. Absolute artists. This is what makes me believe this is complete BS. And again, now this may be the angle we're looking at this particular dish, because this, when I do this, look at that dish. It appears to have the right element, LNB, whatever they call this one, particular one, because LNB stands for low noise block. Now, when I see that, I go, okay, this looks like a flat disc, as opposed to, you can see here, this is concaved, where it literally goes like this. And on the dish. Now, the end of this antenna, the stinger itself, we'll call it, just for craps and giggles, right? That there, we can see that, okay? When you go back to this, it looks completely flat. Now, don't get me wrong, it is from a distance, and we're seeing it at weird angle, but I don't believe that's true, guys. I believe this is completely fabricated up there. I don't think that's the real deal at all. I think this whole area in the back is full of structures all along here and in the back, okay? And what we're seeing is little bits and pieces peeking out of this, just small pieces peeking out. Now, let me show you guys something even more interesting. When I showed you that other pan, for reference, check this out. Now, anytime I see this bright area like this, right, I automatically believe they're hiding something in here. And this photo is going to prove that. Now, some people, I forgot exactly what they call this, is kind of weird, like brightness around the astronaut. To me, it's a flash. That's all it is. Now, I don't know why it's here, because this is supposed to be the astronaut shadow here. And yet, I don't know why we're seeing that. I'm not sure, and it looks like there's a flash in front of them, or do they actually want you to believe that's a shadow, and they literally got a camera taking a flash in this area. This is what got my eye, guys. I don't know if you guys can see this. There's lines in here right off the bat. I don't have to do a thing to this photo. Okay? Can't really see it there. We're coming around. But check this thing out right here. We get something that looks like an instrument right here, and you guys will see that in a little bit. Look at the back here. There's something here. Okay? And the white pieces are being blocked out. You can just vaguely see a little bit of white right there coming through. A little bit of white right here coming through. So what we need to do is blast through this and see if there's anything of any value in here, right? Slide it over. Okay. Let's enhance this, shall we? Okay. Let's zoom into this. Now, this is when I was talking about that weird instrument type thing. I don't even know what to make of that. And now we'll just go right to the full enhancement. Just bring out anything that's a lighter color, bring it out. Now, pay attention to the lines in the background here, especially these right here, and these different separations, okay? Look carefully. They're there. I'm going to jockey back and forth so you guys can see that. Pause it where you like. These lines are there. And again, anything that has a lighter signature, we're going to try to bring it out. Looks like another pipe sticking out right here. Instruments, weird parts, things laying here. I don't know what to even make of this. Look at this cluster down here. Let's add a little blur to it. Okay. Look at these parts, guys. This piece is laying right here next to the shadow of the astronaut, whatever it may be. But check this out. There's clearly something laying on the ground, and it goes all the way down here. I thought it was like maybe right here. But you can clearly see this thing continues on. And you can see the separation lines. You can see those. And again, pay attention to these curves right here. All right, because I did that one kind of quick, but you get the idea. Check this out. The lines are there. Now, again, all I do is if there's any bright signatures, I brought those out with the Dodge tool. And there you go. What is going on here, guys? Have a look. They're not there just for, oh, let's take some soil samples. Never have been. There you go. Between that there, and again, this is Apollo 12. Now, if this is where we're looking at this lander as well as antenna, and if you go back to this one here, and we're looking off from the left up there, and again, I don't believe this is real, but let's say it is. Just for argument's sake, well, we got pieces down here laying right on the side of this lander, the Surveyor. Weird pieces and parts coming out of this thing, and weird stuff, what looks like pipes. And I promise you guys, there's so much more in here. There's probably structures laying all over there on different parts. I don't believe this is a hill at all. I think this is superimposed because how can this possibly be on top of whatever this is here? And you can see the shape of that. Okay. But let's say it is, and somehow you can walk around this thing, and this thing's laying flat on the ground. I don't know. I don't believe that's the case. That's not what I believe. But let's say it is, and now the astronauts are back up here, looking that way away from, meaning behind this lander and satellite dish, and this is what they're seeing, and there you go. Again, anytime I see this weird flash-looking crap right here, no, they're hiding something in here, clearly. And I can see, again, the lines to it, guys. Look at this. Again, mostly here. You can see something white in the background, but all the lines, you can see the way this has been kind of like just whited out and basically censored out. There you go, guys. All right, guys, as always, what are we seeing here? That's one pan and one picture from Apollo 12 with the lander. And clearly there's things laying around this lander. And then when you go up to the lander and the satellite dish, I don't believe that photo, the lander and the dish, is real in there. And let's say it is. They did a great job of making it look like it's way up on a hill, and clearly it's not. There's things laying all over the ground. They're checking this stuff out. And again, it's scattered all over the joint, kind of like a Mars thing. Remember the old story saying there was probably a war between Mars, the moon, and whatever else, maybe thousands and millions of years ago? This kind of shows that. Now, on the pan, where we look at the right-hand side, what are we seeing there? You can see the lines in the background without doing a darn thing to it. But when you enhance it and bring out the lines, boom, there you are. As always, guys, drop your comments below. Let me know what you think, and let me know what you see. Please like and share. It is always appreciated. You guys know that. And don't forget to give the video a thumbs up so YouTube will share it. Got more Moon coming up, as well as more Mars, so make sure you subscribe to both channels so you'll know when there's new videos coming out. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Have yourself a great morning, good afternoon, and great evening, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Peace, guys.